Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my 12 by 12 French industrial paper stash pad by Holtz, and I'm going to make a journal from one piece of paper, from one piece of 12 by 12. So I have a couple here that I made. So I made this little square one, and I'll get it the right way around. And it has a pocket in the top, and then a pocket in the side, pocket in the top, pocket in the side, pocket in the top, pocket in the side. And yeah, so I sewed around the edges, strengthened the binder with fabric tape, and then you have a lovely cute little journal there. Then I also have this one as well, which is, first off, it looks like just a 3-page one, and then these two sides open up as well. This is a pocket sticking together, that's a pocket. And nope, I think I sewed these top ones. Yep, I did. So there's a pocket in the side there, there's that one. And then there's this one as well, which has a pocket in the side, a pocket at the top, a pocket in the side, and then just the cover. So there's that one as well. I love the size of these journals as well. They're perfect for if you don't want to work too big, then yeah, just work in these size. So yeah, I'm gonna make some journals with one piece of 12 by 12 paper. So let's go. So first off, I have chosen my piece of paper, and I've got my score pal. So I'm going to score at 3, 6 and 9. I'll do that one again. 3, 6 and 9, and then I'm going to turn it that way, and I'm going to score at 6. Right, so then we fold. So we fold, put the side that you're not bothered about being on the inside of the pockets at the top. So lift this corner, fold it upwards, fold it over, fold it upwards, fold it down, fold it upwards, fold it over, fold it upwards. And there, just put a little score line on the sides, and there you have your journal, and you've got all the gorgeous papers. I mean, they will be upside down on some of them, but that's okay. So then, as you can see, these could be pockets and these could be pockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold these together, open them out like that. I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to, because this is the spine, and that's the spine, and that's the bottom of the pocket. So I'm going to run a little bit of glue just down the back and down the bottom. I mean, it's not, doesn't really matter because it's gonna, you're gonna sew some of it anyway. So then just reinforce that, and then you have, when it's dry, you have a pocket. And then these top pockets, so the first and the second page, so you want to glue down the spine again and then along the bottom. So if you lay it that way, open it up to the first page, lift that over so it's like that, and you want down here and down here. So if I put a little bit along the bottom, and then along the spine, and again just reinforce that so it sticks well, bit of pressure, and there you have your top pocket. And again, if you go to the back of the journal, open up, now this is where you want your top pocket, so you want to be going down the opposite side and again along the bottom. So if you open it up and then down the spine, and along the bottom, and then close it up again, and then just again reinforce that. Just like that. And then you have your first mini journal, which is perfect, absolutely perfect size. So I'm just going to go and sew the edges and then I'll be back. So I have sewn the edges and I'm just going to trim off my strands. Not too much because I do like them. So I didn't go down the edge because I'm going to put fabric tape down there. So, and I've done the back as well, with a little bit of a crosshatch. Or is that the back? Yep, that's the front. So a little bit of stitching. So now I'm going to get my fabric tape. I think I'm going to use this one. So just measure. Peel it away, remove your strands out of the way because you don't want to lose any of those, and then just eyeball it, put half of the tape, turn it over, and then fold just like that, and then just reinforce it again. And I like to just reinforce the spine so that I know it's all stuck down. And if you've got any little bits of overhang, then, you know, I'm not too fussed about them, but then that's, you know, that is perfectly safe. And you have a little mini journal to start with. So that's that one. I'm now going to show you another one. So just quickly before I move on to the next one, I like to use the pages in the pads that I'm not going to use, that I wouldn't normally use, like not my favourites. So in the French industrial one, they're all my favourites. So I'm going to move on to another pad. I have the memoranda here, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use any pages out of this because I absolutely love, yeah, I'm going to use that for other stuff because that's just too nice. Not this one. I think I'm going to use one out of my old Craft Resist, or I might use one out of the vintage Shabby. Yeah, or I don't know now. It's too hard. They're all too nice. Right, so I'm going to use one out of the Craft Resist. That's what I'm going to do. So let's pick a sheet out of here. I love this paper. Right, so I'm going to use the postal. I'm going to have to move these pads, otherwise they're going to slide off. Right, so get your score pal, and oh, that's a little bit bigger than 12 by 12. I want to score it at 3, 6 and 9, and then turn it round and score again at 3, 6 and 9. So you should have 3 by 3 squares, 4 down, 4 across. So that's that. Right, so this corner and this corner, this is going to be the inside cover, and this is going to be at the front of the book. This is going to be the inside cover of the back of the book. So I'm going to turn it round because I want that to be my cover and that to be my back cover. Right, so what we want to do is we want to cut, this is the inside cover, so we want to cut all the way to the 3rd line. So let's do that first. And then stop at the 3rd line. And then on the 2nd line, you want to do the same, but to the 1st line. Just like that. And then on the bottom line, same as the top, to the 3rd line. There you go. And then we fold. So the first square we fold over and then score, and then we lift up and fold under and score, and then we fold over and then we fold under and over, and then under and then over, and then just constantly under, over, under, over, and then under and then over. And there you have, so there's your front cover. So there's your first page. And you have lost some of the patterned paper, but that's okay. So then just score on every side. That's it. And then you don't have to have these pockets if you don't want to, but I do like pockets. So again, the same as on the other journal. So this, you want it being a top pocket. So you want to go down the spine and across the bottom. So if you open it up to the first page and then open it up again, and then I'm just going to turn it. So you want to go along the bottom and down the spine. And then close it up, give it a bit of pressure. And that's your first pocket. And then with this one, it's a front pocket. So it's along the top and down the spine. Oh, that one's not. Sorry if I wobbled you there. Just going to get a clip to clip that there. So we've got our, right, bear with me, I don't know where I am. Right, so we've got our top pocket. So let's put that on there. And now we want our side pocket. So bring that down and you want to go across the spine. and then across the top. So you can always slow this video down or rewind it and re-watch it as many times as you need. So that's that pocket, and we'll now add that in there. And then again, this is a top pocket, so it's a spine and a bottom. And then up the spine, fold back over. So that's that pocket. It's come undone. This is why I like going over it with my bone folder, because it just gives it that little bit more stuck. Right, so now we're going to pop that one in there. Again, another side pocket, so it's the bottom glue and spine. So if we just lift that, so along the bottom and down the spine, and then just put a bit of pressure on it, make sure that it's stuck and slipped a bit. It. Then add that in there, and then we have another top pocket. So again, it's the spine and the bottom, so lift that over. So the bottom and the spine, hold it back, a little bit of pressure. I mean, you can use double-sided tape if you want to. Put that on there. And our last, no it's not, we've got two more left. So again, another top pocket. So, side pocket, sorry. So it's the spine and the top. So the spine and the top. And then that on there, and our last pocket is that's the top pocket. So again, it's the spine and the bottom. So the bottom and the spine, and then move the book clip. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clip there. So I'm just going to wobble again. And then I'm going to put a clip there. And I'm going to put a clip there. So that's going to hold them. Bit of pressure. So that's going to hold them until that's dry. So I'm going to put that aside for the moment. And I'm going to show you, while that dries, I'm going to show you the third one. Right, so now we're going to make the one that folds in and has the pocket in the middle. So I'm going to get another piece of 12 by 12, and this time I'm going to use the Shabby set. So this one is exactly the same as the first one. So you score at 3, 6, oh, without throwing your bone folder around. So it's 3, 6 and 9, and then turn quarter and score at 6. Move that out of the way. And then what we want to do is cut again to the third line. Just like that. Now with this one, we want to fold in half first, because this is going to be the center of the book. So then, because this is the pocket, we're going to fold over, and just let me score. So that's a pocket that needs to be stitched across the top, and then it's also the cover, so it needs to be folded over again, and then folded over again. So then we're going to turn it over, and this is the pocket, so fold it over, fold it over, and fold it over, and there's your middle pocket, and then it just folds out like that. And then I'm going to go and do some sewing. So I'm going to sew, let me get my, so I'm going to sew it. This is not the right one, right? So I'm going to sew it before I glue it, as you can see. So here is, right, so there's the middle pocket, and then, right, I've sewn down there, so that's not a pocket, but that's fine. We'll make this one a pocket. So then it just folds in like that. But I'm going to make inside this one a pocket. I didn't realise that I'd sewn down the edges. So I'm going to go and sew now, and then I'll be back. Right, so I've done my sewing, and what I've done is I basically opened it up and I stitched down one side and then down the other side. So I still have a pocket, unlike this one where I stitched straight across. I don't know why I did that. And then that folds, so that's the front cover, that's the first page, folds over. And then I took this part and I stitched down there, so, and down the spine, so that then you have an inside pocket. And I did the same with the other side, so I just stitched down there and straight down there. I haven't stitched down there because it's a fold and you don't need to. So you have two pockets and a pocket that folds in, and then it folds over. I'm just going to trim my strands again. Perfect. Scoot those to the side. And then I'm also going to do exactly the same as I did on the first one. And I am, if I can find it, my craft desk is like a TARDIS. So I think this time I'm going to use this one. So just take your fabric tape. You can do this with masking tape, sellotape, any kind of tape you want really. It doesn't have to be the fabric tape. Or you could literally just get a piece of fabric, put some PVA glue around the spine and fold a piece of fabric over the top. So yeah, you don't have to have the fabric tape. And washi tape would work just as fine. So make sure your strands are out of the way. And this one's going to be easy because it's got a line to follow. So again, stick it down, turn it over, and then fold over and just slide a little bit. So run down, and then again just down the spine, just so it's all stuck. And there you have your book, your little journal, which is perfect. So there's that journal and that journal. And I'm just going to check and see if my little one is dry. Right, so that's the front page. So we have top pocket, side pocket, top pocket, side pocket, and so on. Top pocket, side pocket, top pocket, back cover. So that's that done. So I'm going to do, I believe I did do some stitching on this one, but I'm pretty sure I only did it on, yeah, on the front and the back cover, because it was a little bit hard, because it's quite a thick journal. It's a little bit hard to do the stitching. So what you could do is, before you folded it back up, you could, or before you glued it, you could actually make sure that the first, like I showed you in the beginning, what was going to be the front cover, so the first 3x3 square and the last 3x3 square down at the bottom, you could sew those before you folded and glued it, and then you'd have some really nice stitching. So I'm not going to, shall I stitch? I think I might just go and stitch around the edge, so bear with me, I'll be back. All right, so I've stitched my front cover. So I did the that stitch, I don't know what that stitch is called, cross stitch, whatever stitch is. I did that stitch on the front page, and I just did a normal stitch on the back page. So now I'm going to do exactly the same as I did with the other two. Right. I'm losing everything today. I'm literally at the minute just waiting for the rain. I mean, it's gone very grey after the heat wave that we've had. I can't wait for the rain. I'm definitely one of those people that just prefers the rain to the sun. Grey, gloomy days, that's me. I think I've put that on a little bit too far. Right, so fold over again and then slide. And then do the back. Doesn't matter if it's different sizes. And then just rub along the spine as well, or you can just rub it like that as well. And there you have another little journal. So that's 3 journals out of one piece of, well, it's not 3 journals out of one piece of paper, but 3 journals out of 3 bits of 12x12. And so quick, so easy, and so much fun. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see what I do with these journals and see me decorate the pages, then leave a comment in the description box and I'll definitely get that done. So thanks for joining me today. I hope if you're in the UK, everybody do a rain dance, because we need the rain. The grass is screaming for rain. So yeah, everybody do a rain dance, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.